Ahoy, anyone who happens to be here. I I am really, really surprised at what happened this morning. Uh, I woke up at 3:30, and I was awake till about 4:30, and then I thought, well, I got to do a thumbnail. Got to make sure that everything's ready for going live at 10 o'clock my time. Well, a friend called who's down here in Arizona, but he's not here where I'm at in Quartzsite. But we were talking, and just the conversation went on, and I totally forgot about that I had to go live. So, hi, Linda. Sonia. Yeah, is it dark? Shouldn't be. How's that? Is that better? I'm laying in my bed in the back of the van. It totally escaped my mind because I was on the phone with Jess, and the time just flew by. And here I am with no thumbnail, no shirt, but that's normal. Yeah, I don't. My fairy light is broken right now. The lens came off. I gotta fix that. So it's all just natural light that's coming in through the back door, and well, through the windows of the van. There's Carl, an irritable hermit today, so don't push him. Yeah, thank you, William. I saw your call coming in, and I was still on the phone with Jess. So I was like, it's hard to get, when he's talking, it's hard to interrupt him. But what he's talking about is very, very interesting. He's talking about there's a new thing now that we're going to have bird flu. Oh, good grief, and it's supposed to be worse than ever, and on and on and on. And like, that's just all we need. Supposedly it's already started in California and it's coming this way. And but no, Jim, I have shorts. um, so anyways, yeah, the conversation just went on, and suddenly I realized, oh my God, I got to go live in 5 minutes. So there was no preparation, no thumbnail. It's still the same channel that we're featuring, that we've been featuring for the last, 2-3 times. Anyways, I'm sure we'll get this hot stuff, questions that you don't need answers to. Yeah, and I haven't even combed my hair. It's just kind of smooth my hair out, put my hat on. There I am. I think it's probably time I don't know. I got to find a good pair of scissors. I know I have some somewhere. That's funny too. So Carol's here. Welcome aboard. Yeah, yeah. I am not going to worry about it. I mean, I don't want to know that people are getting the bird flu and that you got to go get vaccinated. And I just, I keep looking at these mountains in the distance, and I can see trails that go up. And I'm thinking, maybe I should be camping over there. Get away from all the people where I'm at. I mean, there's not a lot of people, but there's a lot of people for me. Camping in this environment for an extended period of time that's not me. I need to be out in the wilderness a little further. Chemically balanced, yes. Yeah, there you go. That's another reason that What about the timing on this bird flu? Why is it suddenly showing up when everybody's busy with Christmas and the holidays, yada yada? Looking at the bay and the tide is dropping. Don't even entertain thoughts like that, Carl. We're here for you. Don't bother knocking. Actually, fan's pretty stable. We don't have any wind. And when we do have wind, I try to point the nose into the wind. So, yeah, distraction. You're right, Diane. That's what's going on. That's with these drones and with the bird flu and with, and I guess there was some bill that was 1,500 pages long, full of pork that they were trying to get through, but somehow it got knocked down. That's probably a good thing. Let's not have any more of these bills that you got to pass it without reading it. Da da da. Yeah, not gonna talk politics. I listened to that enough for the last hour. Oh goodness. Oh, and I have got the sniffles this morning. I know what caused it. Not the bird flu. Excuse me. Ah. The sunshine, when it hits my nose, I've been this way since I was a little kid. When it hits my nose at the right angle, boom, I'll sneeze. It happens when I'm driving down the road and the sun will hit me just right. And I'm like, bam, start sneezing. Yeah, that's true, Linda. The bird flu doesn't. Oh, goodness. So, how are things? Well, that was another reason the conversation with Just carried on. Does the partridge know? Oh, that's a good play. Yeah, what about that partridge in a pear tree? Then there was the swans that were swimming, the geese that were laying. Is that all the birds that were in that song? Hmm. Okay. Here's a grateful thing. The signal's good right now, but now like last night when Roy and Becky were doing, Roy and Becky and Mel and Eddie, Friday night with chat. That was just I couldn't even hardly participate because it just kept buffering in and out, in and out, in and out. And Roy has Starlink. I don't have Starlink, but it just kept buffering. And why? It's because there are so many people here that are accessing the internet. It's crowded. All right. I'm really off on 17 different tangents. Focus. The other thing that was going on is I've been researching more and more and more, trying to get answers to why my ShiftSmart app is frozen in Ohio. There's the numbers that are listed on the internet for ShiftSmart, customer service, you don't get an answer. Or this number is no longer in service. Oh my. I found a bunch of people on LinkedIn. And I've been a member of LinkedIn for a long time. I never really used it all that much, but shoot, I was still working for my career job and was part of LinkedIn. Thank you, William. One requires tweak and one requires ointment. Great. I don't know what the temperature is here, but anyway. So I did get a hold of a person on LinkedIn that seemed to know a lot about SysSmart. And he replied to me. And then it says, you must sign in. Okay. Okay, here's my password. We need to have a picture of your driver's license. Like, well, okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So I did. I stopped right there. That was last night. So then this morning, about 5, I said, well, I'll try this again. Yep. Want your driver's license. Like, horse shit. So now I'm starting to investigate LinkedIn. Come to find out, they've been hacked many times uh, since 2022. They were hacked, and like over 600,000 LinkedIn members, their information was all leaked out onto the dark web. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, great. So is this driver's license a real thing where they're really trying to make sure that it's you and not some hacker coming in? It appears that that is true. On the other hand, given their history of being hacked, all right, the dark web probably has enough information on me already. Why should I reinforce that information? I'm not giving them my driver's license. But it also means that I can't talk to this other guy because you got to sign in, and then you got to sign in with these legal, make sure it's you documents in order to be able to be communicating with anybody on LinkedIn anymore. I'm right now. I'm at. Somebody might sway me, but right now I'm at that on the fence, and I'm saying bullshit. Ain't doing it. My next step is the Better Business Bureau, and the lighting. You're right, Sonia. It doesn't look right. The Better Business Bureau might be my last recourse to get some help. I'm not mad. Yes, I am mad at Shift Smart, but it looks like such a simple thing to fix. I'm not a programmer. I don't know nothing about programming computers and code and stuff like that. Well, I know a little tiny bit, but to me, there's a simple glitch that has stopped them from realizing, even though in my profile and on my phone, all of that's where it's supposed to be here in Quartzsite. All I keep getting, at least I'm getting jobs. Now that's the one good thing that tells me the app isn't totally dead. I'm getting jobs and renewed and new jobs, that are popping up that I could take and go to work for. I could have made $1,000 in the month that this has been going on had I stayed in Ohio. Yeah, I keep getting all these nice jobs, all posted for Lancaster, Columbus, Carroll. Yeah, there's all kinds of work for Shift Smart in Ohio. I could be a rich man, except that I'm here. I'm not going back to Ohio. Leave me alone. Don't they listen, Bodai? Get to bat. Helps with their hearing. So yeah, that's my Shift Smart woes right now. I think the last recourse I have is on either later this afternoon or tomorrow. I'm going to contact the Better Business Bureau and say, "Hey, here's the problem that I'm having. I'm not. It's not a monetary problem at this point in time. It's just a job problem. Hello." And I do wish that I could somehow be a part of helping other people. I ran across on the just in general on the internet people complaining about SysSmart, a lady that's got the same problem. But then the phone rang, so I didn't get to send that lady an email if there is any contact information. But there's Dirk. Welcome aboard. And Susie's here too. Welcome aboard. Okay, I got to scroll up here to see what I'm missing. Oh, the guy next door works 7.5 hours, comes home 5 times a day. Yeah. How much does this idiot need to smoke to stay maintained? Mellow yellow. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Susie, thank you for coming on board. There are some, I can't think of their names right offhand, Sonia. There are other apps. They do not come with as high of a rating as ShiftSmart does. But I may give them a try at some point. There's an app that I really do want to try, which is called Roadie, but I can't do that until January, sometime in January. Because I got to get my, right now my van is registered in Michigan, which is fine. But the insurance is in Michigan also. And I have this feeling that I've got to get everything, I got to get this van in my name. This van's not in my name yet, still at my nephew's. I have the title, but I want to get it Arizona plated and Arizona insured. That happens first week of January, then everything will be fine. Then I can apply for this application that's called Roadie. It's a delivery service. It's kind of like what's that? DoorDash. It's very similar to DoorDash, except you're not delivering food. You're delivering merchandise. Say, for instance, somebody buys a barbecue grill at Home Depot, but they drive a smart car or something. They need it delivered. Well, that's where people like myself would come in and say, well, I'll deliver it in X amount of dollars for that. So I want to give that a try. It seems like that might be something I could easily do. Okay, scrolling back down. Dirk. 310 Arizona. Good movie. Go see it. Can I just stay here and see it? Or do I have to go to a theater, Carol? I probably won't be traveling to Florida, right? Not soon, anyways, Carl. Maybe this time next year. I don't know. So I do want to get down into Florida and some of the places that I haven't seen down there. Quite right, Slick. Good reference, Carl. Quite right, Slick. Oh. Yeah, there's a bunch of numbers on Google for ShiftSmart, William. They don't get you anywhere. I've tried them. You get, if you do get through, you get a robot, and you can, in some cases, you can actually file a request, which, big deal. You filed a request. Nothing happens. It's called Zen Desk. They give you your number. Thank you. Here's your number. It's all robot. It's not human run. It's AI run or whatever you want to say. And that's it. After that, nothing. I hadn't heard about that one, Susie. Did someone yell? We're okay, Diane. I might have yelled. I don't know. Carl might be yelling. I was texting back and forth with Rose yesterday, William. I don't know when and if she's traveling out this way. That's all I know right now. I'll be eating. Okay, I'll avoid it. You must be talking about the bugs. Bugs don't bother me too much. Although I had to use spray in the Upper Peninsula. The mosquitoes were, in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, they were horrible. Somebody said that they should. So I think the state bird of Michigan is a robin. Somebody said they should change it to the mosquito as the state bird. Come on down, Diane Phoenix. Come on down. Okay, I'll get some popcorn. I'm going to write that down, Carol. Arizona movie. Arizona. Was it 310? Is that what you said? Let me scroll up a minute. Find it. $310 Arizona. Okay. Okay, it's on my list. I'm not going to watch it this afternoon because I might actually go outside and soak up some sun. And set up a more proper live stream for this evening at 6 p.m. most of you people's time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I got to get situated just right here. Notebook. Boy, that sun feels great right there on the blanket. Oh, man. Love it. Bee repellent, yeah. Yeah, it's that time of year, September, when the bees are like getting ready to hibernate or die. It gets nuts. Next item is this 5-piece dining set. No thumbs. Oh goodness. Um, Yesterday. This is cool. Now I'm looking here. I can show you. I'll turn the computer the other way. And it's getting tied up in the cords. Out there is 95. Arizona 95. That runs all the way from Kingman, maybe even a little bit beyond Kingman, almost to Laughlin. It runs all the way south to Yuma. That's the main route. And goes right here through Quartzsite. Anyways, obviously there's an adopt a highway thing. You know, you've seen those, adopt a highway. And then I think the requirement is every 6 months or so, you're supposed to go out and clean alongside the road for like a 2-mile stretch. So there was people out there doing that yesterday. Straight out from me. And, you know, they've all got safety vests on, and they got their trash bags and whatnot. And all of a sudden, guy yells out, "Jackpot!" And I look. I mean, I can visually see. And heard another lady say, "What'd you find?" She said, "I found a $10 bill," And I yelled out, "Congratulations!" And he says, "I suppose this is yours." I said, "Sure." What's the worst that can happen? Sounds like a scammer to me, Carl. Outdoor theater movie 310 to Uma. Sounds like a train. Adopt me, yeah. I need a maid. Yes, I do. Not really. I know where everything is. It's an organized mess. It's a lot better than it was. Actually, I'm working on it. I started working on organizing more, putting things where they really are supposed to belong. Because right now I've got food, then right next to it is some tools. Then there's another thing with some food, and then more tools or bullshit. Yeah, no, I kind of want all the food in one spot and then the tools back this way. Yeah, I'll get it figured out. I'm trying to make more foot space. In other words, I got bins that sit on the floor, kind of make it tight to walk from the front of the van to the back of the van, or from the side door to here. I want those three entry points. I got this entry point, which I don't use. I have, but technically I don't use this other than for light and ventilation. And pretty soon I'll be opening this door. In fact, I may open the door now. Might just a smell, right? There. Let some air in here. It's a little chilly. It's warmer in here than it is outside. Because of the sunlight, I suppose. All right. And what is the temperature outside? Shoot, the phone locked itself. Yeah, I fully intend to go live Tuesday and Wednesday. I mean, we may have less people in here. It's 61 right now because of the holidays, because Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. It's all right. If there's 5 of you in here, that's 5 of you in here. If there's, who knows, we might have a big crowd. We only have 10 right now, but that's all right. Maybe if I put up a thumbnail. So Carol, yeah, I'm trying to make things a little better. I got a little bit of woodworking here to do at the edge of the bed. There's a prop that holds this whiteboard up. The whiteboard is going to ironwood. It's the same whiteboard we used at M25 or M24. I have it here. It's basically my ceiling. I'm not going to carry it on top of the van, but sadly, I lose. Well, from that side, I lose about 3 inches, and over here, I'm losing 4 inches of ceiling space. So yeah, it's definitely crouch down to get back and forth through the van, but I'm not complaining. Well, yeah, I am. Oh, I can live with it. I'm in the Lord's hands. If a vehicle change comes up, we'll see. It'd be nice to be able to stand up. Oh, Mo Bang's here. under the blanket, but half naked, just like me. But you know what? Our people here are going to debate that. You know that, Tim. Well, there's Yolanda and Lee. I was talking about you yesterday. Are you anywhere in the quartzite area? Because I am. Carl's got 70. Low tide's at 4. The girls will go to the manatees. Why them? Knowing women in 24, they love the sea cows if they found a friend. You know, that would be something I'd love to see, manatees. Susie, didn't you go down to Florida and film the manatees? Was that you? Seems like it was. Homemade candles from a former coworker. Cool. Oh, candies, not candles. Yeah, Susie, I think you went to Florida. You and Ken, didn't you? And then you actually saw manatees. I think that had to have been you. Country boys and all. Yeah, it was Susie. I remember. I think she probably was at Crystal River there, Carl. North of Fort Myers. Is that where Crystal River is? Yeah, that'd be one of my attractions for going to Florida. It wouldn't be Disneyland. I don't care for the crowds. You know, I know there's a lot of crowded places in Florida. And I've been told that Orlando's really a cool place, you know. Nomadic hippie says, hey, yeah, come on down to Orlando. You'll fit right in. Do your scrapping work and stuff like that. Yeah, probably. I'd have to have land with a 6-foot fence around it. Because I'm sure the townships are just as bad in Florida, if not worse. Nobody goes in the water. Yeah. Um, I've lost track of where I was even talking about. I'm going to sneeze. Wrong napkin. I grabbed a piece of a napkin. I don't know at this point in time whether it's the sun or the dust. Usually it's the sun. The sun hits my nose just right and I'll go off. But this time it might have been dust. I don't know. There's definitely dust. You cannot avoid dust in Arizona. In the desert, you're going to have dust. I was talking to Tina. She said that her minivan has dust in it, Arizona dust from 2 years ago. You can't really seem to get rid of it. Clues for the channel. It's a couple. They have fat pets. They've been everywhere. And you know who they are. Not throwing anybody new at you. They have been featured before. Even the dirt hates you. Yeah, I did ask Lee or Yolanda. Where are you guys? Maybe you told me and I'd missed it. Oh, not yet. Okay, not yet. All right. It sounds like you're more or less planning on being here. And we have a winner. William, Susie beat you to it. So now we know what we're going to be doing for the first part of the tonight's show is doing a scratch off for Susie. Merton Sewer, we'll see. Right across from me is Duffy. And then is G. what's his channel name? Living with G, I think. I don't know. And then next to him is Merton and Sue. So, and then across from Merton and Sue is Roy and Becky. And then next to me is on this side is CRV CRVU. You know who I'm talking about, CRVU, but they capitalize the R and the V. And let's see, on the other side of Roy and Becky is, I don't know, can't remember. I spoke with Traveling Mike is here. He just came in yesterday. He's up the way. And then there's Dan. I can't remember his channel name. There's a bunch of YouTubers right here in this little group. Stevie Nicks next door is taking the trash out. She failed at the store. Now she can fail at the restaurant. No longer your problem. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. Travel Around Susie guessed it correctly. Just ahead of William. I didn't see your guess, Nancy. Were you ahead of? Let me scroll up. Maybe you were ahead of Travel Around Susie. Hmm. The 310 to Yuma is a train. Okay. I'm looking for Nancy Drew's statement. Next piece is a 5-piece dining set. Come on down. If you guessed it, Nancy, I am not seeing it. I'm way up. Oh, she guessed Mike and Lisa's Adventures. I see that. So if I don't think I'm wrong. Okay, Susie did get it. All right. Yeah, I know your family's got to come first, Susie. That's understandable. Um. So that's what we'll be doing. I've got the ticket already. I don't have to go to town. Susie's ticket is right here. We did these last year. The Catan, and you got to get so many resources and then match them up with the bottom combinations. And then there's 2 bonus things. You have the 6 rolls of the dice that get you, depending on what you roll, you can see the numbers up there. And then underneath those are the resources, which are logs and, I don't know, iron ore and sheep and gold nuggets. I don't know. It was kind of fun. And you never know. I mean, I know we had a couple people win last year playing them. I shouldn't say last year, but a few months ago when I was still here in Arizona. Why does the lighting keep changing? That's weird. Sheep Yahoo. So, Susie, you'll be available tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, right? Because we'll do your scratch off first. So now this afternoon, I've got to get busy and find another channel to feature. There's Steve. Welcome aboard. I am parked right in your spot. And that's what I was going to tell people about the road cleanup. right straight across from where you were parked. Well, let me put it this way: are you missing $110, Steve? Talking cash. The Adopt a Highway people were out here yesterday, and guy yells, "Jackpot!" You know, and he found $10. You know, and he yells back at me because I said, "Congratulations!" And he says, "Yeah, I suppose it's yours." And I said, "Sure." Well, then I didn't hear this one, but Roy did. I was busy somewhere. I think I was either at Duffy's or at G's. But, you got Tim and then you got Roy and Becky. Anyways, Roy heard it. And one of the ladies that was out there doing the Adopt a Highway cleanup, she found $100 bill. Makes me want to go adopt a highway. Makes me want to go out there and see what they missed. Yeah, if it was green, it was your money. But I thought that was pretty cool that somebody, I mean, I've never done adopt a highway, but I can remember way back. This would have been about 1973, 74. And I was pretty broke at the time. I was down in Arkansas, and couldn't afford to drive my car, so I was walking. And I'll be darned if I didn't find $1 bill. Wow. Walked a little further and found another $1 bill. Now I'm like really looking. I found a total of $4. Well, back then in 1973, $4 was pretty nice. That's a gallon of gas and a hamburger and 6-pack of pop or something. I mean, it was survival. The Lord works in strange and mysterious ways. You, Smyrn and Sue again, Linda. That's pretty cute. Yeah, I could do that. Okay. Well, even if you're here or not, we're going to do it for you because you've acknowledged. So usually when we do like the ones on Wednesday, you kind of have to be here. I've drawn poker chips and say, "Oh, it's so and so," and then they don't answer. Give them a little time, and if they're not here, I pick somebody else. So yeah, walking around, you never know what you're going to find. Yeah, all the money is frozen alongside the roadway, William. We'll get one of those. We call them a rosebud. I have one. It's in the bus. I don't have it with me, but yeah, it hooks onto a any size propane tank you want to carry. But I would say use a 5 or 10 pound propane, and then it's a blowtorch. Then you can melt that snow and find the money. Your luck, the money would catch fire. Gas money and liver and onions. That's right. 2 feet of sun on the porch. Yeah, you'll be shoveling. We had a few clouds here an hour ago, but they're gone now. Jess is in Yuma, and he said there was clouds this morning, but they're gone now too. So, I mean, I see a few clouds out on the fringes, but straight up, nice and sunny. Yeah, that's one thing that you better be prepared for if you're coming out to Arizona. Make sure you have enough film in your digital camera. And because the sunsets and the sunrises are definitely worth recording. God help us if Arizona decides to start charging. I better not give them any ideas. They could make a lot of money off of us. If they charge everybody a nickel, they could pave the streets with gold. But bring a sun shovel. You're going to need it. Yeah, I'm basically stuck in the sun right now. It's in ShopRite. Oh, Michigan snow is melting. You're not getting too hasty, are you? I'm going to play with that one. I plan on playing with that idea and going through my head, Susie. We'll have fun with it on your show. Are you going to go live Tuesday after me on Christmas Eve? You are going live. Good. We will raid you. Prepare to be boarded. It's while you're here, folks. It's fun at Susie's. Most of you already know that. But if you haven't been to Susie's on Tuesday night after my live stream, after adult humor, then we go to travel around Susie's for trivia, and it's always fun. Oh, prayers, William. Is this one of the Walmarts that they have maybe one cashier live person lane open? Do you have to bring your own bag or buy one? I've been to a couple of those on my travels. The Walmart in Las Cruces, the Walmart. I ended up having to buy a bag. I've got it. Yeah, it's out of reach right now. It's a nice paper bag. Walmart. I haven't seen a paper bag, a grocery sack. I haven't seen one of those in years. But I got one. It cost me 10 cents, but I got it. JC Mountain a Jar, welcome aboard. You're going to have Christmas trivia. All right, cool. William has to take his own bag all the time. So are you in a self-checkout lane, or are you waiting on a real lady to check you out? A mess? Is it getting like Dollar General, Sonia? The last couple Walmarts I've been in, they've been okay. But I haven't gone when they were so super busy. I went to the one in Parker a few months ago, and I forget. It was the first of the month or the third of the month. That was a mistake. Don't go to Walmart when every senior citizen, including myself, just got paid. Don't go to Walmart. I hear voices, but they're not talking to me. Hello. Not yet. I'm live streaming right now, but where's your Jackery at? Right here. I got to give. Show me that jack. I got to give my neighbor the Jackery. Yeah, I went live
Oh, you did?
at 10.
Oh,
It's all right.
all right. I just need to check
It was up to,
that.
oh, he's getting the,
Okay, yeah. So the yellow one. Oh, he's live.
Yep.
Oh, hi, y'all.
there's G.
Oops.
That's all right.
Okay. I'll have AC power to charge you up today.
Okay,
And I
cool.
want to do that because I want to drain my batteries because
Yep.
today's the shortest day of the year and I want to see how much I can pull in.
Okay. I'll see you in about an hour.
All right, buddy.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, G charged up my Jackery yesterday, which was good. My solar panels, I lost the adapter. But it looks like maybe he's found an adapter that I can purchase from him. He'll probably give it to me, but I mean, I got an offer to pay. But then I can use the solar panels. But in the meanwhile, yesterday we charged it off his solar panels. Well, he's experimenting. He's got good solar panels and his batteries are full. So he's trying to give his batteries a load to drop them down. He's basically, how many things can I charge at the same time? So the Jackery is on the list. And then he had one of those little washing machines going yesterday, and I don't know. He's got so much stuff to play with. Okay, Susie, we'll see you tonight. I will make sure, Steve and everybody, that you guys are saying hi to G. The lost adopter. I don't think so. Okay, the last time I used my panels was like 4 days ago at Scad and Wash. The Jackery got put in right close to the bed where I plug in the computer and the phone at night. The cable for the solar panels was right there in my tray, my coffee pot tray that's right by the side door. I searched everything around in that area by that cable for the adapter. Not there. My guess is it's on the ground at Scad and Wash. Maybe tomorrow. I may break camp along. Well, I don't really have to break camp. We got Duffy and G and Tim. I can leave stuff sitting here, my table and stuff that's sitting on the ground. Nobody's going to bother it. And I'll drive back out to Scad and Wash just to see if I can find anything. I have an idea to do a video out that way anyways. So I think that's what I'll be doing. I just saw, I don't know what it was because I don't have my glasses on right now, but it was pretty cool looking Jeep. I liked the color. It was kind of a burnt orange, a little bit brighter than a burnt orange. But anyways, I saw one of those pickups yesterday here. Revere, it starts with an R. It's a competitor to the Tesla Cybertruck. It's a Rivian, I don't know. It was a green pickup. I know it's electric. And I know it's like, oh my God, expensive. but at least it looked like a truck. Had some really strange looking headlights. But I thought, well, that's cool. And then I'm thinking, that's an awful expensive truck to be here out in the desert, Quartzsite. Then I got to looking around and thinking, nah, not really. You know, some people say that, Quartzsite's a whole bunch of our low class, poor people living in vans, used motorhomes, Class C's. No, we got billionaires out here in the desert with us. It's amazing. There is the adventures of traveling Mike. I have his sticker on the side of the van. Welcome aboard, Mike. It's good to see you. We've all actually kind of missed you. You haven't been on very much. JC is here. Scrolling down. Yeah, it was great. I gotta hang out with Mike a little bit too. We got maybe this afternoon. I don't know. I've got a couple projects going on here in the van, and now that I mentioned them to Carol, I got to get them done. And then of course there's the take the Jackery over to G's. What else can I be doing? I could cook lunch. I have the stickers are in the basket right by the doorway where the lost adapter should have been, but it's not, and it's not on the floor, and it's not anywhere in that vicinity at all. Nothing personal. Okay. Yeah, for a while there, you were on, oh gosh, 2 or 3 times a day, especially when that one thing first came out that for the music. I think I was in New Mexico when you were doing that. That was a few months ago. Yeah, I was in Las Cruces. That would have been May. So yeah, 6 months ago. Yeah, you were you were on easily once a day. That's a good one, Linda. It's probably true. The truck payment exceeds the mortgage. Yeah, pretty cool looking truck though. I will say that. I wouldn't mind getting a little closer look at one of those. But yeah, there's a green one that's running around here. I've seen it. I seen it, and I thought I'm seeing things. But then I mentioned it to Tim, and he said, "Yeah," or no, G said he's seen it too. That's true, Carol. I get a little antsy about Shift Smart, but then when I really sat down and thought about it and looked at where my budget is, I'm okay. It'd be a little tight at the end of the month, but I'm okay. I don't have to go to work for Shift Smart. I like I like doing something for one. Not that I couldn't find something to do out here, like maybe get dressed. I don't like clothes, but anyways, there's plenty to do. I can see places where I want to go hiking. Steve probably knows exactly where I'm looking too. Looking a little bit to the southwest of where you were parked, Steve, and I see these trails going up the mountains. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind, say, hey, Tim, watch my shit, and go over there and drive up those trails, see where they go. Nobody's next to me, William. But yeah, Carol's right. I don't have to go to Shift Smart. I don't have to go to Circle K. I don't have to do that. But I like it because I meet people, especially in a a town, not here in Quartzsite, because there is no Circle K's in Quartzsite, at least not yet. Maybe I should start one. Uh, uh, it's been a blessing, this past year, especially in traveling. I left Michigan on my journey a year ago, December 3rd. And except for the 2 months that I was back in Michigan, I've been on the road for 10 months. Staying in place to place. I, stayed in the Parker Courts or Parker Lake Havasu for a while, and Sierra Vista quite a bit, but not just in one place in Sierra Vista. There is a lot to see in the surrounding areas of Sierra Vista. You got the Las Ciengas, you got Sonita, Nogales, Patagonia, Bisbee. Oh my gosh, there's just so much to see down through there that I haven't seen all of it yet. And a lot of them I want to go back to and see once more and once more. But in the meanwhile, I was able to help finance things. Well, here's the kicker. I don't have any more responsibilities in Michigan that I got to worry paying for. Nah, I'm done with that. No more taxes on the house. None of that shit. Simple. No electric bill, no sewer bill, no. Hello, I'm happy. So in that respect, my budget's better than it was 10 months ago. It's a lot better. But still, I liked working and meeting people and getting to know local people. You can find out a lot of things from local people. You can be a tourist. You can come, stay here for a week, 2 weeks, and see the sites that are listed in the travel brochures, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if you want to really get down to the nitty gritty and say, so where's the local skinny dipping hole? Hey, you need to know some locals to find that out. I don't know. There's just a relief that I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I'm in a chagrin because there's people out there that are suffering because they can't get jobs at ShiftSmart because the app isn't working correctly. That needs to get fixed. So maybe I'm doing other people a service by hammering away at trying to figure out how to get ShiftSmart to fix their shit. I don't know. Should I worry about it? From a human give a shit compassionate point, yes. From a do I need it personally? No. I don't. We'll see. Yeah, have fun. Kiss my grits. Yeah, there you go. That's true, William. Exploring is really my thing. Now I got some other interests that kind of go along with it. I mean, whether you are hiking or driving up a trail, I think I may have mentioned this. No, I was talking to Dee yesterday, but when I was in Portal, Arizona, and coming out of Portal, I had two ways I could go. I could go back to the road that would take me either down to Douglas or up to Highway 10 or I-10, I-10, or I could go over the mountain. And the camp host back at where I camped, he said, yeah, that road that goes through the mountain, you don't want to go there. That's really, really rough. Well, I got to that where Do I go to Paradise, which is up in the mountain, or do I go back to Portal and then up to I-10? Left, right, left, right. Left being mountain road, right being easy road. I went left. I took the road less traveled by, and I'm glad I did. Yeah, remember that movie? I don't know what the movie was, but there was an albino bat. I remember I had one as a. He was. I had him hanging by the window. I know somebody gave him to me. But he's an albino bat, and if you squeezed him in the right place, he'd go, "Stress! It's a killer." Yeah, flip a coin. Yep. All right, William. Thank you for being aboard. Yep, it's time for me to get off here. And Duffy wants, or not Duffy, but G needs me to put some clothes on. So I got to do a little research, pick a channel to feature for this evening, and we'll go from there. Paradise, California. Yeah, I wasn't anywhere near Paradise, California. I have not been to Paradise, Michigan. There is a Paradise, Michigan, and it's not anywhere near hell. Now, Paradise, Michigan is up in the Upper Peninsula. But Paradise, Arizona, I saw 7, maybe 8 houses, and they weren't what you would call. It wasn't like a small neighborhood in the Midwest by any means. It was a small neighborhood, but let's see, there's a dome house, and here's another house that made out of something. There wasn't any really what you would call conventional homes. It was very eclectic, but beautiful. I mean, the area. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Chiricahua Mountain. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. So, all right, Carol, we'll see you tonight. Tommy, welcome aboard. I'm just getting ready to sign off. Come back at 6 p.m. your time, Eastern time. The channel was guest, and Travel Around Susie won it, so we'll be doing a scratch off for her this evening. Tommy's just waking up. I've been awake. I've been awake since 3:30 this morning. I dozed off a little bit, but for the most part, I've been up and I've been on the computer doing some research, and I was late coming on for today's show because I was busy talking to a guy he's down in Yuma right now, but I camped with him in the last few months, and he's a talker. So am I, but you knew that. Yeah, and then I lost track of time. Forgot that I was supposed to go live. How silly. Yeah, so we'll be back here at 6 p.m. Eastern. All right, I'll be putting up a thumbnail. Time for a nap. No, not yet, Linda. All right, we'll see you this evening, and we'll do Susie's scratch off, and maybe we'll guess the next channel, but we'll have fun no matter what. Enjoy having everybody aboard. In the meantime, fair winds and smiles, and of course, may God bless. And if I don't see you before, Merry Christmas.